Some mountains have a certain indescribable aura that almost draws you towards them. They stand out against the landscape and almost dare passers-by to climb their lofty peaks. In the far north of Scotland, towards the west coast, lies one such mountain. With towering ridgelines and beautiful sandstone pinnacles, this complex little mountain range was our goal for the day. This is Quinag. Good morning from a very beautiful Scotland. So we're on holiday again up in the far north of Scotland in a little place called Lochimver, right in the north. And we've been here a few times. This is the fourth time or even fifth time we've been here. And we've done a few mountains in the area. Suilven, probably the most famous, and Stac Pollaidh, beautiful mountains. But we've always wanted to do one called, I thought it was called Quinag, that's how it looks on the map, but it's actually pronounced Quinag. And the last 2 years we've been, the first year I was getting over COVID, so I was absolutely wrecked all week. I just had no energy, so we couldn't do it. Then last year we just had gales and heavy rain all week. This week, first day we've arrived here, beautiful sunshine. So we're finally getting to do our mountain. And there it is, Quinag, whatever. But it's absolutely stunning today. We've got little cloud inversions all over the place. You might see when we get up there, although they might have burnt off. But yeah, we're about halfway through September, maybe a bit more towards the end of September actually. And it's so unusual to get weather like this. It's forecast to be 20 degrees today. There is a bit of a breeze and it is forecast to be quite windy on top, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So it's about an 8 or 9 mile walk. It's a very hard walk, a lot of up and down. You can see up there, it's a lot of scrambly bits, a lot of up and down, so it will be hard work, but we're really looking forward to this one. I think this is probably the most eagerly anticipated mountain I think I've ever had in my life personally, so we're very much looking forward to it. So yeah, we'll bring you back on the way, and hopefully we'll enjoy our day and get some beautiful views up there. So I'll just be walking for about 10 minutes. I'll just show you where we're going. So the route today, once you get to this little cairn, we turn left and then we follow the ridge line up there. It's quite a steady pull up there. Then that up there, I'll just point it out for you. That one up there, that is the first peak. Then you kind of follow along down into the dip. Then you come up here. That is the second one, and the third one, which you can't see, which I think is called Sail Garbage round the back. I can't remember the name of the other two. They're quite difficult to remember the names. The mountain as a whole is called Quinag, but the 3 different peaks have different names. And they're not huge mountains, they're not Munros, but they are Corbetts, so they're still quite popular, and it's often known as one of the best walks in Scotland, this. So it's yeah, there's about 10 cars on the car park. It's only 9:30, so I think it'll get a bit busier really, but compared to the Lake District, that's nothing. It'll be nice and quiet up there. So yeah, it's nice to see the route. So we follow that up, then we come back down in a little dip there. That's the way back down, and we come back down this path back to the start. So yeah, so hopefully later on this afternoon we'll be coming back down here, having made it all up all 3. The good thing about this walk is, though, is if you are struggling, you can come back after the first one or the second one, or you can do all 3. So there's a few bailout options, so that's good if we're struggling. So yeah, we'll carry on now, heading up this way, along this little shelf of rock, and up onto the main ridge. So I'll see you up there. Oh, that's no good, is it? Come on then, let's go! So we're doing well so far, making our way up this kind of rock shelf. It's really nice actually for walking on. See up there, you've got these big slabs of rock. Really easy walking. Another good thing about this walk, you start from about 200 metres. So I think we're about 450 metres at the moment, but it's nice that you start from quite high up. The summit of the highest one, which is that one over there, that's about 800 metres, so we're over halfway in terms of height, which is good. But yeah, but it's absolutely stunning. You can see the views opening out now up north to I think Sutherland, that's classed as up there, and back down that's Assynt down there with all the cloud hanging in the valleys over the Canisp. But yeah, beautiful. But it's really spectacular where we're going. The first peak, see just over Michelle's shoulder there to the right, the moon just sat above it like almost a full moon, which is amazing to see. I'm not sure if that'll pick up on the camera actually, but yeah, it's so spectacular up here. And yeah, so we're enjoying it so far. It's quite warm, quite nice going, just a little bit of a breeze, which I thought there'd be more of a wind than this, so hopefully it'll stay like this all day and then it'll be amazing. But yeah, really enjoying ourselves so far. And we'll carry on our way up this little stone shelf that we're on, and hopefully see you somewhere up near the top. So we've just dropped down into a little hollow. I think that's going to be a peak today, up and down, up and down, up and down. So just dropped down now, we've got the final climb, which is ahead of us. So that's up to the first summit. Looks like quite a pull up there, about 200 metres of ascent. So it'll probably take us a while, but yeah, still enjoying it. And the views are really starting to open up now. We've probably just seen some there of old Suilven and everything in the distance. So yeah, when we get up there, we'll have some really good views. So yeah, we'll see you on the way up. Made it onto the top of our first summit. It's absolutely stunning up here, quite simply. You can see the route that we're taking. It's a long way down onto some very steep hills, up and down, and that's the way back down afterwards. But yeah, the views up here out to sea. You can see over there Suilven and Canisp and Culmore. Absolutely beautiful. Quite a pull coming up that last hill, but yeah, definitely worth it when you get here. There is an option just going back the way we came from here, but I think we'll be carried on definitely because yeah, it looks like a really interesting walk. But yeah, look at those views. Don't really need any words to it. Unbelievable. So yeah, we'll carry on now. I'm going to get the drone out for a little bit. There were a few people up here, but most of them have gone now. There's just one man left, so it should be alright to fly the drone. And the wind's not as strong as we thought, although you can probably hear it on the camera. So yeah, and then we'll carry on. And then we're making our way over there to the next peak. So we've just come down another dip, and next we've got that next peak to go up, not too far up that one. And then that's the point where we make the choice whether to head back or to head up the next couple of bigger peaks. But yeah, we're really enjoying it though, so I think we'll probably be carrying on. And Toby's found some water, so he's happy as well, because it's surprisingly warm. I've got a fleece and a puffer jacket in my backpack, so, and a hat, so I think I overpacked a little bit, because it said it was going to be really cold and windy, but it's absolutely roasted. So yeah, are you going for a swim?
So tempting.
So tempting. It looks a bit slimy on the bottom.
Just grass.
So I've made it to the second little peak. It's a nice one. It's just a little tiny narrow ridge. Just see Michelle stood on it. Not much room up here. It wasn't too difficult to get in here, but the views are just amazing. I don't know if you could see it before on the camera, but over to the east there's been a wall of cloud all day, and it's just like this undulating river of cloud flowing through the glens, just very slowly heading towards us. So I don't know if it'll get any closer, but it's a full-on cloud invasion. And the thing with the hills in Assynt here, they're just like little islands that pop up out of the landscape, so if it does get over, it'll be really spectacular with just the summits poking out over the top. But it's very slowly heading this way, so I don't know if it'll get here, you know, at any point today. But yeah, so spectacular. So now we've got another sharp down, steep down. Can't see what's to come. It looks terrifying, to be honest. But steep downhill, and then back up the other side again. So yeah, we'll see you on the way down. So we're just down in the big dip. You can see where we've come from. Quite a long way down there. Now we're heading up, so it's very steep looking. Looks quite intimidating, to be honest. Quite a few crags up there, but according to the Walk Highlands, it's not too difficult. There's like sandstone steps, it describes them up. And the way down, not sure if you can see it, but there is a path coming kind of around there. So that doesn't look quite as steep, so that's the way down apparently, so hopefully we'll be okay. But yeah, so it's quite a pull now. This is probably the hardest bit of the walk, but yeah, should get some cracking views from on top of there. And yeah, so we'll probably see you either on the way up or back up at the top. Made it at the top of another hill. It's nice, it'll be nice and quiet, nobody around, but I think the surprising thing when we got up here, we can now see the final point that we're walking to, and I'll be honest, it's a lot further than we were expecting. I'll just spin you around and show you. It's over there. So that's Sail Gorm, I think it's called. That's the ultimate goal, but long way to get there, but it doesn't look like too much ascent, just fairly steady, so we should be okay. But there's some interesting little pinnacles down there. Looks really spectacular. The highest point of the walk is over there, which I think is what we do last. And then you can see where we've come from. Back over there. So yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Oh, you can just see, I've just spotted it, the bridge down there. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a really famous bridge. First time we've seen that today. And yeah, I've driven over that a few times. That's the bridge that takes you up to Durness in the north if you go that way. But yeah, absolutely incredible, nice and quiet. We've seen quite a few people today, but they seem to have headed back down now, so there's only us up here. I think, oh no, as I say that, I've just spotted somebody else, but yeah, not many people up here. So yeah, so I think we'll carry on. I won't get the drone out yet. Actually I might do for a little bit, just have a bit of a break and have something to eat and fly the drone. But yeah, we'll carry on. It's so spectacular up here in Assynt, and we absolutely love it. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it if you've not been in this area before. And this is definitely living up to the bill in this hill. So yeah, Quinag, definitely worth doing. Anyway, we're going to have something to eat now, and then make our way back down, and then up the next one. So after spending some time chilling out and flying the drone on this peak, we headed down into the dip and came across these incredible sandstone pinnacles. I was aware of these before we got there because I've seen many pictures taken from this point, and I was hoping to be able to fly the drone here and get some really nice footage. I think the plan was that Michelle was going to go out onto the rock, and then I would stand in a safe spot and fly the drone over her head and get some really nice footage. But I went out there first, as you can see here, and I must admit when I got there my legs went to jelly. It's such an exposed spot. I'm quite good with heights, but it was just straight down from here. And seeing that I'd frozen a little bit when I got back, Michelle said she didn't really want to go out on there and risk it. So I went back out. I stood there with my drone, but as soon as I looked down at my screen I could feel myself going a bit dizzy, so I ended up sitting down on the rock and doing a little fly around. But it's an incredible spot. The views from here are just second to none, and yeah, it was really good fun being out on them pinnacles and getting some nice drone footage as well. So we've just made it onto our furthest summit of the day, which is Sail Gorm. I think that's how you pronounce it. The views have completely changed, but we're looking north now. You can see down over to the bridge and right up to the north to I'm not sure that hill. I think it's a Munro, Foynaven or something like that. I might be wrong, but something like that. Or Cornival, is that one? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, somewhere spectacular. It is a little bit hazy, so you can't see too far. But all that sea out there, all those lockers, it's beautiful. So yeah, it's the amount of different views you get, 'cause it's completely different to every one we've been on top of. So yeah, really nice. The wind's really picked up now. You might be able to hear it a bit on the microphone, but we are sheltered here. But on top, it's really quite windy. So that wind had been forecast, so it's finally coming in. But yeah, it's a good thing really, because it's been really warm, so it's cooling us down a bit. But yeah, we're getting pretty tired now. It's we've only done about 6 miles, but it feels like so much further because we've done so much up and down, as you've probably seen. So yeah, we are getting a little bit tired. But so now we have to go back the way we came, back to the middle point of the range, and then we'll make a decision whether to push on to the highest point or just head back down, which I think we'll probably be doing, to be honest. But yeah, so far so good. We're really enjoying it. Now we're just having a bit of a chill now, and then yeah, we'll be heading back the way we've come. So we'll see you in a bit. So we're almost back onto the main ridge, just one last climb just up there. So I've just stopped for a bit of a rest and a Snickers bar just to give me a bit of energy to get up there, because I'm really flagging now. Such a long day. So we're just back at those incredible rock formations that I was perched on earlier, getting some drone footage. So yeah, not far to go now, but we're both tired, aren't we? I think Toby. Are you tired, Toby?
Yeah, I'm tired too.
You're tired too?
Yeah.
He's doing so well. I think we forget that he's 11, but he's such a little trooper. Yeah, I think it's hard on his paws on a walk like this where he just rocks all the way around. So yeah, he's doing well though. So yeah, just one last pull up to there, and then I don't think we'll be doing the last summit. We haven't decided for sure, but yeah, it's getting late now. It's about 4 o'clock, so we've already been walking for 7 hours. So yeah, energy levels are a bit low. So yeah, quick break, then on to the top. So just made it back down to the Bielak, just over there. That's where we were earlier. So yeah, we just come down there, and now you can see the way back down past the lock, back to the car in the distance. We've just had a bit of a sad thing happen. We were up on the top up there. We saw a little dog running past, and a girl kind of trotted up behind it who we'd seen earlier. But we recognised the dog. It was called Archer. We'd met it earlier on in the walk with 2 guys who had it. And it was very friendly with Toby, so that's why we remembered it. But it was just running and running, and so we kind of tried to get it, but it wouldn't come anywhere near us. It just kept going back the way we'd just come from. So anyway, we walked over to where the girls were, and they said the dog run off and the owners can't get it back. They got pretty much all the way back down to the car, which is about 2 miles away, and then a gun had fired and it just run off back up the mountain. So we've just seen the poor man, the owner, trying to make it back up the hill looking for his dog. So hopefully he'll find it, but it's yeah, it's a long way up there. He was exhausted, poor guy. So anyway, it was nice that a few people tried to help, but it was a Jack Russell that just kept going. It just wouldn't stop, it just kept going and going. So hopefully he'll find it, and hopefully it has an happy ending. But yeah, a bit sad. But anyway, we're making our way back down now. So just a couple of miles along this path. It's quite a steady walk. So yeah, but we're tired now, so ready for the car. Ready for the car.
Nah. I want to go find the dog.
Michelle wants to go back and find the dog. I think she'd have carried on looking for it if she could have done, but never mind. So yeah, we'll probably just bring you back a couple of times on the way, but yeah, it's just a straight walk back to the car now, so I'll see you in a bit. Toby's going around again. So I just made it back to the place where we originally turned off. That cairn there. Followed up there, up that ridge, into the sun up there. And this is such a long way though, this walk. I think we underestimated it. It said 8.5 miles. There's no way it's 8.5 miles. We're already past 10 on Michelle's watch. And there's still about half a mile to go. But it's been a fantastic walk though. It's definitely lived up to the billing. Quinag, what a mountain it is. Some incredible views. And the weather has been absolutely stunning. So we've been so lucky with that. And yeah, it's been absolutely beautiful. So a very long walk, we're very tired. We were hoping to do one tomorrow. We are still hoping to do one tomorrow, but I think it's going to depend how we feel in the morning. We do have a hot tub though, so that'll definitely help. And now we're also in there tonight and having a beer and I think chilling out, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a bit of energy left to do another decent walk in the hills. But yeah, fantastic day, really enjoyed it. It's been worth the wait. Like I said at the start, it's been 3 years we've been waiting to do this hill, so I'm glad we waited for some nice weather. So yes, we've just got to walk back down to the car now. You can see it there in the distance, and then it's just about 15 minutes back into Lochinver. So if you made it all the way through the video, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I know it's been a long video this time, but there's so many things I wanted to show you because it's been so beautiful. So thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. If you'd like to give the channel a like as well and subscribe, we'd really appreciate that as well. So thanks again, and we'll see you on our next adventure.